Six Flags has completely done up everything.
Back when it was first built, it was state of the art.
This was the coolest thing.
Hi, I'm Derek Perry, ACES Communications Director, and we are here at Six Flags Magic Mountain for the 50th anniversary of Revolution. That's right, this Schwarzkopf Classic opened 50 years ago today, and they brought back the original name, the Great American Revolution.
I definitely remember the first time I rode Revolution because I was a teenager and it was one of those rides I was like working up to.
Second week in May, 1976, when I was 15 and I came out to visit family in Fullerton.
I don't remember the first time I rode Revolution, but I do remember the first time I came to Magic Mountain. It was for my 13th birthday, and knowing the history of Revolution, I was super stoked to ride it.
Since 1978, right after I graduated out of Marine Corps boot camp in October.
Oh, I loved the theming. The first year it opened, they had the flags. It was the bicentennial. It's almost like going back to the beginning.
It's making me feel old because it's been here a while.
Riding Revolution back then was absolutely wild. The coaster operated with 5 trains. 4 trains would be on the circuit, but 1 train would always be on the transfer track. And along the course, as we all know today, you have the infamous trim brakes before the loop and the trim brakes coming out of the tunnel. Back in those days, there were no such thing as trim brakes. And those trains would travel through that loop a lot faster than what they do now. You would actually get a little bit of gray out without that trim brake at the top. When you come out of that tunnel, it was the wildest experience you could experience on a coaster back then because you just felt completely out of control. The train made that little dip right there as you exit the tunnel, and then you get to the top of the hill before the helix. There was a lot of speed generated through that section of the ride. And as you dove down into the helix, the speed was just absolutely amazing.
Originally here on Baja Ridge, it used to be desert-like and all the trees around us were saplings, and now it's like a, alpine environment? So yes, it's grown a lot in the 50 years, and that's all we.
One story about Revolution that I recently learned is that when they were installing the loop back in '76, it was 18 inches low and did not line up with the drop that led to the loop. And they literally had to lift it up with a crane, add angles, add a block of steel, and shore the whole loop up so it actually lined up. But it's really crazy to think that that key element of the ride didn't fit, but they made it work, and it's still been here for 50 years.
As a train was being dispatched, there would be a train coming down the second hill after the lift hill. So it was a constant movement. That train would pull out, then the next one comes in. They load it, soon as they're ready to dispatch, and that train comes out off that second drop, that next train is dispatched out. And you have another train that's still crawling slowly to you. So it was a constant movement. The dispatch times are really pretty fast. And when you look at the line, you say, oh my God, this line is so long. We're gonna be here forever. You look at the people standing in line and they just constantly move. The lines would stretch all the way back to the Grand Carousel. That's how long the lines used to be back then. The ride operators actually got a good workout back then.
In addition to the return of its original name, the Great American Revolution, there are classic parts from the coaster that are on display throughout the queue, and there are also signs with the Great American Revolution, and you can even see it painted on each of the cars in the train.
When I got on that loop, it was the perfect speed, but also kind of calm for me to kind of break me in.
My favorite is when you pop right through the loop and you get the lovely view of the front of the park.
The quality of the engineering and the design, the smoothness of it, and it's still pretty smooth for a 50-year-old coaster.
Running through the woods, that's it.
Taking advantage of the landscape.
Perfectly paced, perfect speed, perfect build up to the loop as you gradually go into it. It is, and I don't say this lightly, a perfect roller coaster, hence its ace status. Well deserved.
So the ride opened for the country's 200th birthday, and it was first called the Great Revolution, the Great American Revolution. As a throwback, we went back to the original name, the Great American Revolution, and we also did a collaboration with the American 250. The design is literally off of the original name. So As we took the ride back to the Great American Revolution, we also took all the merchandise back.
It's really exciting to be here for the 50th anniversary because just recently I have a young daughter. She rode the ride. So knowing that I got to ride it as a teenager and now she rode it, and this is her first loop. And at first she was like not sure about it. And after doing it a couple of times, she's like, I love it, Mom. I love loops. I love inversions. So it's really fun that I get to share this ride through generations.
I would like to thank Six Flags Magic Mountain for taking the time to care for this ride, especially today and this year to really celebrate its 50th anniversary. Not every park takes the time to do that for an attraction, and with one as iconic as Revolution.
It really is a wonderful roller coaster.